2 large onion chopped, sliced thinly. I have a 2 to 3 large garlic which I minced it and chopped it very fine. This is a 3 teaspoon of dry mint. I put a little water in it to bring them back to the life, and then I'll put them in the drainer and let the excess water to leave. I'm gonna put them in the drainer so we would have only the mint. This is a Brew Saffron which I mentioned before. I grind the saffron with a little sugar in a coffee grinder and I add a hot water to it. I mix it, I warm it up, I let it brew, and this is my liquid saffron. That's how Persian use the saffron. For this dish, of course, we always use turmeric and the salt and pepper. And since it's the eggplant dish, you could buy the eggplant, skin it, put the salt on it, drain it. The same thing I did with my eggplant stew. After it drained overnight, you could fry it, or you could put it in the oven with the skin and roast it, or with the skin again you can put it in a griller and grill it to eggplant fully cook and remove the skin. Well, that is a long process of doing. I find it easier way. You can buy the roasted eggplant ready, skin, and all the work is done for you. You have some walnut which was roasted, unsalted, and what I did is I grind it. You can grind it as much you want. Use some olive oil. I have olive oil here, is organic and infused with garlic. I like the garlic scent. The more garlic it's better, but you could use just a regular vegetable oil. And one of the main ingredients for this dish, it is a liquid whey. You could buy the liquid whey as it is in refrigerator aisle of any Middle Eastern or Persian restaurant, or you could find it in the dry form. The dry form stays longer. This one you have to just crush it and put with a couple tablespoons of the water in a food processor or a blender to be turned liquid like that. For faster whey, you could use just the liquid whey. And if you're gonna say, oh, I do not know how to find this, or it's not convenient to find the liquid whey, just use the plain yogurt. I warm up my pan with the 3 to 4 tablespoons vegetable oil or olive oil, and I'm gonna stir fry my onions until golden and almost crispy. I find it faster if I put the lid on and let the steam comes out of it, get translucent, and then remove the lid and let it to be crispy. Okay, let's check the onion. Oh, look at that, it's translucent. I'm gonna remove the lid and wait to get a little crunchy. It's almost getting to the point I want. Right now I'm gonna add some turmeric and black pepper. Normally turmeric and black pepper works together. I'm gonna add a little salt. That was a big pinch of the salt, big pinch of the pepper, and about half a teaspoon up to a teaspoon of turmeric. After you put turmeric, it's golden and crunchy faster. You should not add the turmeric early. otherwise your onion would burn. This is cooked enough for me. You could go a little longer. Remember, you should constantly mixing it, and it has to be a medium temperature, and keep an eye on it, otherwise it would burn. Fried onion, as long as golden or reddish, it's sweet and delicious, but you don't want it to get black. I remove the onion, put them in the plate, warm up the oil again, add my chopped garlic. You should not leave the garlic alone. Garlic burns very quickly. When it's toasted a little, I'm gonna add a little salt. I'm gonna add a turmeric and black pepper. I'm gonna add a little saffron to it, about a teaspoon, and I'm gonna remove this from the pan. Okay, this is my fried onion, this is my fried garlic. I removed it. I put a little bit more oil here, not much, and this is my mint, which I drained it. If you have a fresh mint, you do not need to soak it in the water. I have a dry mint. For a mint, you have to put them in a very low temperature, especially if it's a dry mint, because mint burn very quickly. It's very quick. I'm gonna add a little turmeric to it. This is all happening in less than a minute. You have to just stick with it. And a teaspoon of Brew Saffron again. And I'm gonna remove it from the heat. If mint stay on the heat for long, it go better. And it go better faster than garlic. Okay, I have my mint here. As you see, it is crunchy. The roasted eggplant I use, the brand is Tukas, I guess. This is from Turkey. I noticed this brand tastes really good, so I'm gonna dump entire jar into my hot oil. The same pan. Did you notice? Minimum amount of the dishes for you to wash. This is 22.9 ounce or 650 gram. That's dishes to wash. And I'm gonna add about half of that onion, which I fried, and half of the garlic I fried, and 1/3 of the mint I fried. And okay, I'm gonna mix this, and I'm gonna add the chopped, very finely chopped walnut. Since I use the eggplant from the jar, I don't even need to put the diving blender in it or put it in the blender. It's already like a dip. See that? I like to add a little bit more of my onion in it, a little bit more of my garlic. Start adding little by little, because you cannot take out what you could add in. What I kept, it's for garnishing on the top. Look at that. You see how creamy, smooth it is? This is heaven for the eggplant lovers. I'm gonna put a little saffron in it. I had 3 tablespoons of walnut and 2 to 3 teaspoons of saffron. If you don't have a saffron and you don't want to spend the money on it, it's fine. You can just skip the saffron. And this is my liquid whey. It's called Kashk Bademjan. Eggplant is Bademjan. The whey is called Kashk. So Kashk Bademjan. The whey has a high protein and high in the calcium. You just keep it on the stove until all the extra moist evaporate. Doesn't have any excess juice. Put a little garlic olive oil in a little bowl, and this way I put the bottom of my spoon on it and make this evenly spread, and you make it shiny, very presentable. And then you can decorate this leftover fried onion, fried garlic, fried mint, and some of your walnut. This is my walnut. A little of this mint here. And I put a little of this garlic. Then I'm gonna put my fried onion. Definitely use the finger so you can separate the onion. Walnut here. Wow, that is ready. Isn't that beautiful? You could use some more whey on top as a garnish as well. Okay, I did decorate my eggplant dish, which called Kashk Bademjan, with my fried onion, and here I have a fried garlic. Here I have a chopped walnut. The white stuff is a little of that whey, and then right here I have a fried mint. You could serve it with either a pita bread or a lavash bread. This lavash bread and pita bread is almost available everywhere. Let's give it a try. A little eggplant dip. This is used as an appetizer. If you are vegetarian, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna love this. See that? How pretty is that? Look at that. All right, let's test it. Wow, it's very tasty. Thank you very much, and let me know what you think.